got a flight in a couple hours. But of course we're gonna hit the shred pal first. How much freaking snow there is. And life is good. If you're an entrepreneur, freedom, I feel love. Yeah, look at this. That's sweet power weight. Yo, was geht up? This is Max Berger. Today we're on our way back to Kiev, to the office, to the HQ. Back to see the team, back to hang out with everybody. It has been a crazy last couple of weeks. Oh, and I also want to talk about some important brand building stuff. So if you own a brand, and even if you don't, if you own a brand, watch this. Kind of make sure, are you doing these things? Because many brands get this completely wrong. And if you don't own a brand yet, then make sure you do get those things right from the start. So let's go. All right, so a couple things you need to be aware of before you're actually building a brand. And I think this is something that many people get wrong, and I think that's why it stalls their brand growth. It's the simple fact that, number one, you want to know why you're building a business. Why do you want to take on the effort, the blood, sweat, tears, time, and energy to build a business? And I'm gonna give you a few examples why I'm building a business, why people I know have built a business, okay? So, first of all, the number one reason why you want to build a business is because you want to be able to give value. You want to help people by creating a great product. You want to help people by creating some really good knowledge, mentoring, whatever it is. Your number one priority should be to genuinely help people. If you say your number one priority is to make money, you're going to have a bad time. Unfortunately, I explained that in my Rules of Money video as well. Money only follows value, okay? There's tons of people who are only in it for the money, and you know, those are the people that usually build like some sort of scam, some sort of quick fix thing that will give them a little bit of money infusion over a short time, but this is not what a brand means. A brand means something long lasting, something people identify with, something people follow. Okay, this whole idea of following something has been, you know, amplified by social media, etc. And you can see that some of the best brands in the world is something that people are proud to be following. Okay, so number one priority should be you want to help people. And then the second priority is just as important. What is your second priority? Why are you building a business? For example, my business mentor, his number one priority is to help people. His second priority is to make the most money possible. He says, look, dude, I don't need huge influence. I don't need a bunch of fanboys applauding me on stage. I want to help people and in turn get the most money out of that. Done, right? Now I have another friend of mine, Owen Cook, whom I worked with in Real Social Dynamics. His secondary purpose after helping people is to build a movement, to build something great, a brotherhood. And you can see that too if you look at Real Social Dynamics. It has this huge, like almost cult-like following of people that are, you know, cheering, applauding, approaching us on the street and just being excited, etc. The main focus here is not making money. Trust me, we could make way more money. And for example, here's a funny side note. Whenever my business mentors interact with the Real Social Dynamics guys, they're always like, you guys could make more money. You guys could make way more money. And then RSD says, well, our focus though is to build a following first and then make more money. That's like our third priority, right? And to give you the last example, I'm very sure why I've built a business is to also help people, right? To tell the little Max 10, 15, 20 years ago that was frustrated and confused about his options, about, you know, becoming a teacher, getting a nice little 9-to-5 job, to help guys like that, okay? To help guys and girls that are tired of not being free, that are sick and tired of a 9-to-5 office job, to help those type of people. And my second priority though is, it's a very private priority, and that is that I'm free. And I'm free and that I can be authentic. Because if you really think about it, with this business brand, I could probably make way more money if I would dress properly, you know, I would stop swearing, I would stop doing dumb stuff on my YouTube channel, like snowboarding behind a car, or, you know, whatever, like renting Lambos and driving around them, like all this dumb stuff. Like, look at my tattoos. I'm having tattoos. I look like I've been to jail, yo. If I would quit all that, I would probably reach more people and probably also make more money. But it's not my priority. Don't get me wrong. A big priority of mine is to make money because it's fuel for my dreams. It's oxygen for my company, but it's not my priority. My first priority is to help people. My second priority is to be free and to be able to be authentic. Today we're going to try something that I've always dreamed of my whole life, and that is getting a rope, attaching it to the car, and then snowboarding behind it. Because in all honesty, I always see money as a means to freedom, not the other way around. If I make $1 million a year, I'm super duper happy. First year I cracked $1 million, I'm like, dude, this is it. I don't need more. And there would be people reaching out to me that would say, dude, you should make 10 million. If you did this and this and this, if you stopped swearing, if you did, if you like dress properly, I'm like, okay, but I mean, I would make more money, but at what cost would it come? I wouldn't be able to travel. I wouldn't be, or not as much. I wouldn't be able to just be free. I wouldn't be able to walk down the streets in Amsterdam with a freaking joint in my fingers. And that is not worth the money. And you might watch this and you say, that's actually irresponsible, Max. You're an idiot. Okay, call me an idiot, unsubscribe. I don't mind. But for me, my priority is always to be free and to be able to be authentic, which in turn, funny enough, is also probably a big strength of my brand. I've had it over and over again, people signing up for my dating mentoring program or my business mentoring program. They would sign up because they say, I resonate with you. Max, you're real. You're not acting more professional as you are. You're not acting weirdly in order to convert more. I can resonate better with you. And I think in times of, social media flexing and I'm guilty of that as well. But I think especially in times of showing that you have more than you actually do, it's really, really resonating for an audience if you're authentic, if you admit your flaws, if you admit you're not perfect, etc. I think that's a big strength of my brand, and I would always love people to do the same. All my clients that sooner or later face the choice of, should I fake someone I'm not, or should I be authentic? I always say be authentic. At the end of the day, number one, it doesn't cost you energy, okay? It doesn't cost you energy to keep up this fake persona. Number two, you have a lot of freedom. Okay, you can travel, you can be seen partying or do dumb shit. And number three, people can resonate with it a lot, which is great. And last but not least here, I want to say this as well. When you're getting a mentor, try getting a mentor that balances you out a little bit. I mentioned it earlier, my business mentors are all about help a lot of people, but make a lot of money. Okay, mine is like, oh, I want to be free, I want to be derping around, etc. It's almost too much of an extreme, and they bring me back with the balance, saying focus more on money making because you'll need it. You need it to expand, you need it to serve more people, right? It's oxygen for your company. So I think it's a great synergy that my business mentors and me have, because I want to be free and authentic, and they say, okay, tone it down a little bit, right? That's honestly the reason why I bought this freaking Rolex. Do I want to spend 12,000 euros on a thing that shows me the time? I mean, I have the time here, I have the time on my phone. You guys can tell me the time. The time is everywhere. I don't need to spend 12K on that. But they said, well, it will be better, it will give you more authority, etc. And lo and behold, we shot a whole freaking vlog about buying it. Even though the decision itself was spontaneous, we're probably showing it in this video. It's a balance. I want to be like, screw it, let's get a neck tattoo. And they're like, get a Rolex instead, it will help you convert better. So I think there's a balance, a healthy balance that you need to find. But to bring it full circle, you need to be aware of who you are and how you can have that play into your strengths and why you are in business, why do you even want to create it. Be aware of your core values, because the core values that trickle down into every tiny little niche of your company. Those core values should be supported by the people you work with. Those core values should be supported by the people that pay you money. And those core values should be balanced by your mentors. Done. All right, we're here. Let's return the car and go get on the flight. Yo. Misha from Pro Bro, nice. Okay, so we're chilling at the lounge here, and we have, I think, around 1 more hour until the flight goes. And one important thing I wanted to add here is that it's important that you know who you are and why you're in this, but you also need to know who you're delivering to, who you're serving, right? You need to know your client, your customer. It's what we call a customer avatar. And it's incredible. It's something so simple, yet so many people get it completely wrong. Like, really ask yourself, who is the average person that you're trying to help? What keeps them up at night? What's their age range? What are their dreams? What are their issues? What are their problems? Literally, you can pin it down to the greatest detail, like where are they from? What city are they living? What kind of city? What kind of goals do they have? How old are they? How much time do they have? How much buying power do they possess? There's so many things. The better you know your potential client, the better you can resonate with them, the better you can target them with your content, with the way you're speaking, with the way you want to make yourself more vulnerable, with the way you want to make yourself more identifiable. So people just try to like create content. It's just like, here's the content. But if you know who you're actually delivering to, your content delivery will be so much sharper, so much better on point, and people will be able to resonate with it like crazy. So ask yourself, who is your customer avatar? Who's the average person that is consuming your content? And give them what they need. Help them fulfill their dreams. Help them alleviate their pain, their anxieties, and people will love you for that. People will throw money at you. The better you know the person you want to serve, the better you can actually give value to them, and in turn, the easier it will be for them to give you money, which then again brings oxygen into your business, and you have the revelations. It's going up, it's going up. That being said, let me enjoy some pretzel, and then I'm gonna catch our flight soon.